And then I was thinking, of course, the back.
Even if you drop it 10 inches in the front.
Right, it may not make that come down. So it's narrow, could fit right in the doors, but it was about 10 inches too tall. It needs an inch.
This is a different other truck.
It needs 1 inch.
I think we all knew it was gonna fail.
Pretty neat, I think, back in the day. This is what they were driving. Very small.
Pulled the engine out and redid the engine and did some work in the garage on the body. Replaced all the wood. Didn't have a top on it. It was laying out in the field for 45 years. Gas.
Yeah.
The process of getting it together is it's kind of intense. Mostly, I'm really putting Sean here to work because I got in touch with them about doing a project, and we actually grew up in the same town. We used to like jam when we were in high school together, and then for many years I lived out of the area. We were both doing different projects, so we never actually have played in a band together, even though we knew each other when we were young and played then and have known each other since. This is the actual first project. I moved back to the area, and it was like, well, it was an obvious, kind of an obvious thing. Like, we should do some sort of project together and know that we share a lot of this common ground. But that said, I'm working John here pretty hard because I was like, hey, do you want to do a show in like a month and a half? And I have like 45 songs for you to learn, all of which have quite a few notes in them. So luckily he's got good eyes and a good memory.
And I met Roy a while back, probably 15 years ago, when I first started booking music in college. And it's really cool now that I have this role at Briggs, because I'm able to bring back some of these artists that I work with in college that are still playing music. So that's how I found Roy. And then Sean's just been a musician that's been around a bunch in Scranton, and he plays with like everyone. So when Roy said he was bringing Sean, I was like, yeah, bring it.
Says that.
feel like it's gonna. I feel like I don't want that back to rip. There you go, straighten it out. You're good. You're good on this side. You're in. Wait, we want it. Probably with the front end facing out. Let's grab a little more. Like angle it. What's wrong with the power steering? Looks good. It's a little tighter, but get closer. Yeah, I think you get closer. Try to center it. Get tight and hold on.
You have to start it up while everyone's in here.
Good idea, not. Running pretty good. Yeah. Do you want to carry the bed in and set it on it? It doesn't look bad there now, that's all right.
Fuel shut off.
People can come in and do.
Take a photo opportunity. Oh, we didn't damage the top.
Yeah, it did damage that sign though. It was good we did that.
Well, it is soft up there.
It would have ripped it for sure.
Yeah.
We'll try to
It's a really-
some metal next time.
No, just a...
So I hope you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it so far? Thanks. Is derived pretty directly from a Irish hornpipe with the name that's in Gaelic.
So these are from the Chapin farm. But basically you get the bag of potatoes, and because it's below freezing out, we wash them in the kitchen. Put them in the sink, scrub them good. We kind of look over the potato, and if we see a bad spot on them, I cut that part off. And since these have a pretty good skin on them yet, they're just ready to go in the fryer. We just put them in the slicer and slice them. It takes 6 to 7 minutes to do a batch, so I kind of watch the clock to make sure that they're getting done properly. And we put them in the tray. And then the tray goes into the kitchen to be served.
Sometimes I pick a topic and I write a bunch of songs about it. I had a few friends pass away a few months ago, and I just wrote 5 songs in a row about death. And that was pretty dark, and I've done this songwriting project that I'll wake up in the morning. I call it morning songs. So I wake up in the morning and I force myself to write a song, post it, record it, and post it for everyone to hear. It kind of forces me to get my creative juices flowing, and I think I've got about 30 of those episodes online, and probably a dozen or so have made it onto the stage. But those, I tend to go dark with the lyric content for the most part, and it's just instead of seeing a therapist or a psychologist or psychiatrist, I write songs.